As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCLA Bruins. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the off. Coming out with it, it's busting. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bruins offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw that so many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Off play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Pocket breaking down. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Bruins trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Penn State's offense will go to work for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys...
There we go! To the 33-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
And the Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
One of the reasons I love this defense is because their DBs get involved, and they come screaming downfield. That's a pretty good athlete playing quarterback on that run, but because of the speed they have in their secondary, boy, they were able to get to him quickly.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Hobbs. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. So let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season. You can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Bruins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Quarterback on the keeper. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Boston. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Lost a throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Boston. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything...
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
All right, David, as someone that loves defense and sound defense, how would you evaluate their job fitting that?
To quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Defense is about making the ball go where you want it to go. Like guys doing their job and fitting it to the second-level player correctly. That was a clinic tape on what not to do.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique. And
breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about. Those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much. Very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Catch in the middle, it's Hobbs. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's open on the right. And he's still running after the move. Not enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Makes the catch. It's busted. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with...
He's going to throw deep right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bruins!
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense when the 3's coming soon.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Thank Kevin Connor. He lofted high and deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Makes the grab. It's Hobbs. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. Turning it on. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Setting up for the extra point at the top. And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just... And this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Back to work on offense now. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Catch in the middle. It's Hobbs. They'll finally drag him down. Before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Martin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Hobbs. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Offense getting set for 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, it's Martin. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
The give. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the fourth down.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1.
Cooler 18. Charcoal.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. He wants to throw it. They're setting up the screen. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Here's a hit. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive line when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side and watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A little screen to the running back. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They continue to find him. He's made those big plays. He's put some touchdowns on the board. He's been the big play guy in this offense. And I don't think I'd stop him.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Connection to the right. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's off. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job on the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game. But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oh, that could have been disaster if he'd snagged that pick. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He just barely got enough with that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now they're back up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline, being like, what do you...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit, they were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, UCLA.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Surging forward on the sneak.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hobbs. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Martin. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions looking to convert on 4th down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it out. It's busted. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's busted. There he goes. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. It's caught.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in his offense.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Boy, the defense clamped down on that 3rd down completion and didn't allow him to get forward at all.
You're right, Reese. Looked like they were anticipating a quick throw, and you saw everybody so alert, and they were able to rally to the ball.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Hayes. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bean. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man, it's Hayes. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Hayes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hobbs. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay.
He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. East Carolina is just getting blown off the field right now, and like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 24 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. On the move, he fires. Working on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mitchell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Hayes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Hauls it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Safe completion on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. This quarterback part of their running game.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to blow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
On the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for it every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness.
Breaks away on the left. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Bruins in the hurry up.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Shaw. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. The offense in hurry-up mode. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Mitchell. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins!
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, David.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, UCLA!
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw. He's got it. The 2-point try is good, and we are tied here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to fire deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Boston. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Four quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll try to pop the draw. Sweet cut there. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Bruins are threatening in the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it! They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. And that is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And that's just what you couldn't have happen. You can't come away with no points on your first possession. It puts all the pressure, David, on your defense. Now, they've got to pitch a shutout here on their opponent's opening possession of OT, or this game is over.
And, man, does it change the complexion now for defense? Because now you got to be aggressive. Because all they need is a field goal to win. They don't have to be aggressive offensively. They can run the football. This defense is going to have to be great and force the kicker into a tough spot. Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Snagged out in the air. was down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the play.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He got it in! Touchdown in overtime!
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second and OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run it in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.